at 40 years old, like we all know that the family is the most important thing. And we're all in different situations, but we all have beautiful young daughters, and being a solid leader or a man is something that I want to hear your perspective on that, because when I look at you and I look at Press and I look at your beautiful family, it's apparent to me. It's obvious that you are a leader, but they always say behind a very strong man is an even stronger woman. I believe that in your case, that is absolutely true. I believe in Kenji's case, it is absolutely true. 100%. And how do you maintain that, brother?
Work. Work, okay. Man. It's hard work. It's hard work. And for me and Press, it is a individual relationship each with God, and a couple relationship with that we have a source that we go to that's bigger than her ego, bigger than my ego, and bigger than our relationship, that's calling us to something greater for our kids. Mm-hmm. That's the first and foremost thing. And then the second thing with that, as a man, on just some man level stuff, is you got to bust your freaking okole for have the right for lead. Okay. Brothers like leadership. They're like, oh yeah, I like lead. Follow me. Guess what, cuz? The leader got to raise his hand when it all goes wrong. You don't get to point. When it goes sideways, and it inevitably will, guess what? You got to say, that's on me. Okay. Yeah. We going to fix some stuff, and then we going to regroup, and then we go. Yeah. But that's on you. And being a true leader and having that ownership to know that when it goes bad, it's on you. Mm-hmm. When it goes good, it's on you.
Taking accountability for the goods, the bads, taking charge.
And it requires temperament too, right? Like for me, that was a big thing for me, is learning how to control and mold the temperament of a man, that I have to be able to know when it fails, that I have to reassess and lead again from the front. But also I have to be man enough to hear from my wife ways that she needs me to improve. Mm-hmm. Not she wants. That's the key thing right there, right? Yeah. People always hear things and they think like, oh, you just want me to do that because your ego is stepping in. No, sometimes people are trying to explain to you what they need from you. Mm-hmm. And you got to hear that, and you got to be man enough to be able to accept that and swallow that and not get all irate, like, you know that reflex. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about male leadership. I feel like most brothers get wrong, and it takes a long time to begin the process of doing it right, is that you have to be able to hear both. You have to be able to hear critique, and you also have to be able to be open enough to own when you take a loss,